care about your hating little daddy, LeBron, your mammy's a petty. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a team blind on top like Goku. Just left Nobu, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the tell the road told you. Wait, don't even know you. Stop right, I'm a long trip. Blink of my VIP. Snicker my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, me back. Yeah, buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a. I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that. Gotta burn me, dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 I got it.
That's how I be happening. This for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it on for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In the dirty apartment. Stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like New Orleans. Real shining. Like Magnolia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palms, spilling code 304. She don't want a 16 renegade on a make it. Buy a tree, no love. I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911. Slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran. Gotta watch for the cameras before you get freaky. Can't with no random these. The sneaky, if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shining. Like the Magnolia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
We need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one day, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, bro, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top. Yeah.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Broken me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter. Seeing heaven
Here we go again. You ready?
Keep the back walk.
Money talks, what the is he saying? You can ask his and ask his who the man. Bro, them get the steppin' like parades about them bands. My look take a bell, cause I'm fly as Peter Pan. Yeah, let's go, get some money, they playin'. Hopped up out this cyber truck, my wrist cost a lamb. I'm tired of buying cars to my driveway jam.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Fielded at the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. The 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Doug Peterson, seeing that play clock running down, he calls a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Second down now, 7 to go. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. Offense to the line for second down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're going to face third down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing now, off play action. Escapes the pocket, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. This a 50-yard look from the right hash.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
At the 31-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Another run for Williams. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. Just 1 yard on the run. That brings up 4th down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Facing a 4th and 12, but this offense is undeterred. Sean McVay very aware of that play clock. He calls timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Facing a 4th and 12, but this offense is undeterred. And you're going for this. Forced out to his right. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking to the air here. Fits it through the middle. Breaks through, and he might break away. Still fighting forward. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Back to throw now. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars hold a slim 2-point lead early. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars push their lead to 3. On now is Cook to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They go with Williams on the counter. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They have it on 2nd and short. From the 39. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he works this to the...
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Buying some time right. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a pickup of 11. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Straight ahead with Williams. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it! Touchdown! The Rams take a second quarter lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Point after converted from Carney. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. They're down to their final one in this half. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. A handoff for Williams, running left. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Stop that time by Antonio Johnson. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They bring a tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Rams parlay the interception into points. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams drive their lead to 11. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They go play action here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Has a man. It's Brown. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here's the snap on 4th. They connect for the first. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here's 2nd and 2. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Taken away by the rookie from USC. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Corum again. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Darnell Savage brings that to an end. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. A handoff to Williams. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Couldn't manage even a yard on that run, so now it's 4th down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 38. That's taken in by Etienne. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. He was good on his first attempt and his second from a little over 45 here. The kick by Shudak is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker. Well, Brock Martin, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on the 30-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
They kick off for the Jaguar.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Takes out a one-step. Has room down the left sideline. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Rams grow the lead Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams lead by 15 now. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
I remember these feelings running on the field after a great return like that, Kate. It almost feels like stepping into a batter's box with runners on base. So much of the work has been done ahead of you. Now you got to go deliver.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him in. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. We give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5. Well, he got his own miscue back, so no harm, no foul, but they are still not happy seeing him putting that football on the ground.
It's not like he just dropped it, though. It took a pretty nice hit to jar it free, but what do they teach you? When you got a nice game, what do you got to do?
Ball security, Brock, is job security.
Put that on a T-shirt.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. They'll throw it. And oh, he got it! Interception!
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
A run with Williams. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Stopped by Foye Oluoku. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. He lofts it deep left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Throwing for it on 4th. He's trying to go deep again. Full extension, and he brings it in. One of their biggest plays in the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
That one's caught at the 10-yard line. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams grow the lead now to 22 points. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's loaded another one up. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. So that brings up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. And they pick him off again! And the Rams take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
This is Williams. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 2 yards on that run. That's going to bring up 4th and 6.
It's 4th down.
Throwing from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Jordan Lewis. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these 2 defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Catch made over the middle. Escapes a defender. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down. Dropping back to throw. He's got Thomas on a slant. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 41. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. It is cut left side. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only 1 quarter remains. Second down now, 7 to go. They're going play action. And they pick him off again. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the Marcus reset.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play now. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run. This is Williams. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A gain of 6, and that brings up an interesting 4th and short call.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
They'll try with Corum. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly, for his offense to get a 1st down.